Hello, everybody. This is Josh Sigmund, Legacy Mutual, with the tip of the week. I'm going to do it a little different this week because typically I'm always talking about business tips or the housing market or something like that. I talked to something that's more on top of my mind right now. In the last 2 weeks, I've had to be around and help Barry or friends of either friends or parents of friends, 3 people in the last 2 weeks. And it's just not a fun thing to think about. But it always is a good reminder of the big picture and stop worrying about some of the little things. And it just kind of puts things in perspective. No matter how bad of a day we're having, we're not having that bad of a day. It's one thing I try to remind myself a lot. Um, I've been talking to a pastor about 6 months now, a guy named Roy Mason out of North Carolina. We talk every Friday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. And he has me working on 3 things that kind of help me keep centered. So I thought I'd share those things with you today and an exercise that kind of correlates. So the first thing is he says, hey, listen, buddy, there's 3 G's in your life and you're always screwing up one, if not more of them. So the 3 G's are being grateful, gracious, and generous. And so the way he starts all of our conversations is, hey, which of the 3 G's are you having problems with this week? Which really keeps me on my toes. It makes me certainly be more generous, do things for others more often when I can. The second one is being more grateful, just being very happy with what I've got, not with what I don't have. Thankful for my friends, my family, my health. And then, of course, I've got a thriving business that's not mine, it's his. So at the end of the day, it's something that I've been working on. The third one and the hardest one for me is grace and graciousness. And that one, the way he describes it is gracious is being kind to somebody when it's undeserving, when it's undeserved, I guess, the better way to say it. And so, anyways, I'm always kind of falling one way or the other. And if one week I lose sight of the big picture and I'm not grateful, and then he reminds me. And then the next week I had an opportunity to be more generous, and so that one sticks out. But we're always working those 3 areas. So he said, hey, listen, there's an exercise I want you to do, and if anytime you get hot or bothered or upset, go back to that T chart, and it kind of gives you some guidance on what you should do. Said, okay, on the left, if you draw a T chart, and everyone knows what T chart is, just literally a T on the middle of your page. On the left side, what you would do is draw out adjectives that would describe who you are. If you were to die today, if you got hit by a train today, and a bunch of people were talking about not what they say on the podium, but what they would describe you as to their, secret best friend, what would those adjectives be to describe you? And then on the right side of the T chart, I want you to write down those adjectives that you would like to be described as. Things, for example, like I don't want to be just described as a good business guy or a great lender, but I want to be kind and gentle and generous and those kinds of things. And so the question mark that you always have is when you're living your day, are you acting on the left side of the T chart, or are your actions and your words representative of the right side of the T chart? And so I thought I'd share that little exercise because I got hot yesterday. I got a little upset at a friend of mine because I felt a little bit disrespected, and that's something that just sets me off a little bit. And so when I was talking to him this morning, Friday morning, about 20 minutes ago, he said, well, this is a great opportunity. So look at that T chart. Are you going to act on the left side of it, or are you going to act on the right side of it? And I said, I'm going to do my best to be on the right side. That's why I'm talking to you, Roy. He said, well, which of those words that you want to be described as is the one that would be the right answer to this problem? And one of the words that I have on my right side is I just want to be known as kind. And sometimes I'm nice and I'm respectful, but I don't always act kindly. And so the opportunity for me this morning was to just act kind, even though I felt disrespected, and even though I feel the victim. I have an opportunity to act the way that is a better representation of what I want to be known as, not what I act like. And so I hope that helps you guys. Maybe it finds you a little bit of centering and grounding, but if you want to share which side of the T you've been acting on, or some words that you'd like to be described as to me in the future, reach out to me. My phone number is 210-492-4900, or you can email me at josh@legacymutual.com. Otherwise, it's a beautiful, beautiful, cold but sunny day here in San Antonio. Hope you have a great day and a great weekend too. Have a great one. Bye-bye.